Residents of a suburban Chicago mobile home park will be without water for Thanksgiving because their landlord hasn't paid over $850,000 in water bills. Before you jump in, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, share this with a friend who you think might be interested in this content. My name is Sam. I'm an out-of-state investor. I'm excited for this video. Thank you again for tuning in. So the way we'll kick this off is we'll check out a news clip of the headline I mentioned before. I'll react to it. I'll share some tips and how this impacts you as an investor. So let's check out the clip.
This notice that residents here at Forest View Mobile Home Park received this morning, notifying them that the water was going to be shut off on November 20th. That's just 3 days before Thanksgiving. Now, we learned why is because the property manager here stopped paying their water bills back in March, and because of it, residents now getting burned. And it's a notice Stephen Hammer is still processing. The father of three, along with every resident at the Forest View Mobile Home Park, was told Monday morning that their water service will be cut come November 20th. City workers posted the notices across the community, blindsiding many, especially those who have paid rent, which covers water every month on time, like Hammer.
I'm disabled. I have three children, my daughter here, and we don't know what we're going to do.
Turns out the company that manages the lot, Forest View Mobile Home Park, hasn't paid the water bill for the property in months. CBS 2 has learned that the current balance on the bill is over $850,000, which includes usage and late penalties. When we arrived to the site to get some answers, so did residents, a whole lot of them. Families with newborns, as well as senior citizens who live here, frustrated with what they say are deteriorating conditions on the property, which will soon include no water.
All right, that was crazy and very, very unfortunate. I usually am on the landlord side in a lot of cases, but in this case, I can't be at all. You know, I don't support how this landlord, how this management company is going about business. And personally, I believe that they are trying to force people to move out of the park so they can maybe tear it down, rebuild something else, or put someone else in there who can pay a higher price. That's one of my theories. And shame on them. Shame on the management company. Shame on the landlord for allowing this to happen. As a landlord, there are certain things that are strictly your responsibility. Some things are set up in a way where there are certain utilities the landlord pays for, certain utilities the tenant pays for, vice versa. And whatever is the landlord's responsibility needs to be done. For example, I got a call today from one of my tenants regarding a plumbing issue. I called the plumber. There's somebody heading there tomorrow. That's my responsibility. I need to make sure it's safe. I need to make sure it's comfortable. So that is what they should be doing, period. As an investor, if you decide to have a property management company, it is your responsibility to vet them thoroughly. You need to make sure that they are competent. You need to make sure that they are responsible. If they are paying the bills, you need to make sure that these things are being paid on time. Don't just trust what they tell you. Don't just trust what anyone tells you about how they run business. You need to trust, but verify, right? So I want to encourage you, if you are a current investor, or if you are an inspiring investor, if you want to use a property management company, you have to make sure you vet them thoroughly. So one of the things I recommend, just a couple quick tips for property management, is to check references, right? Or check reviews, see what their reviews are on Google, see if there's a Facebook group where you can ask questions and connect with people where you're looking to invest at, and learn about their experiences with various property managers. This is an unfortunate situation, but there's a lot that you can learn. So hopefully those tips are helpful for you. Now, going back to this story, I could understand if something slipped through the cracks for a month or was late on a particular month, whatever. Things happen, life happens. But to rack up $850,000 in past due water bills, it's absolute negligence, in my opinion. And if this owner cannot effectively manage the asset, then they should sell it to somebody else who can manage it effectively and make sure folks have what they need. You know, it's a shame for people to go into these colder months, especially in the Midwest, and not have water. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous. Water is essential for everything. So the big lesson from here, from the investor standpoint, is to make sure, one, you're holding up your end of the bargain as a landlord. And if you have a property management company, you are still responsible for how things go and making sure that they are doing their job. They call it managing the manager. So I want to encourage you to do that. And then also, if you are someone who lives in an expensive area and you don't believe that you have an opportunity to invest there because of the cost, I definitely recommend to consider investing out of state. If you're interested in investing out of state, I'm actually hosting a workshop starting on January 17th. It'll be 4 weeks. We're going to talk about how to find the right location, how to build your team, how to creatively finance properties, and so much more. If you are serious and you're someone who will implement the information after you learn and you are looking to buy an out-of-state property in the next 12 months, go to outastatemoney.com/workshop. I would love to have you, and I look forward to hearing from you. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think the landlord is justified? Are they right? Do you think they are wrong? Who is at fault? I would love to hear from you. And also definitely make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more interviews, more real estate news, and amazing content. And share this with a friend. Share this with someone who you love, who you think should definitely be able to hear some of these tips. And if you have not heard about the upcoming foreclosures that are predicted and how you as an investor can take advantage of what's to come, check out this interview right here. You'll definitely enjoy it and get a whole lot of value out of it. All right. Thank you all so much. Talk to you soon.